I know there is a cult following for Ustad Nouman Ali Khan, and there are thousands waiting to ask questions. Let me seize this opportunity for a reason. As I am a student of Bayina Online, I have benefited a lot from Quran Tafsir cover to cover series and Arabic Udusna. MashaAllah, Jazakallah Khair Sheikh. Everybody here, please subscribe to Nouman Ali Khan in Facebook and Bayina. You will really know Allah's kalam word by word and meaning by meaning. And he has unearthed so many gems. MashaAllah.
Jazakallah khair. Can you put forward your question if you have one?
There is a numerous miracles in the Quran. One of the most miracle which I have been always wondering about is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has preserved this Quran for so many years till Day of Judgment. Why is it the other revelations like Injil and Torah is not preserved? Does it have any effect on the Quran, which is said it will not be preserved, and the Ummah is left in confusion?
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam. Jazakallahu khairan for your question. Allah Azza wa Jal, in His wisdom, gave the responsibility of protecting the revelation every time to the Ummah that it was given to. So it was the responsibility of Banu Israel to protect the word of Allah. It's not that Allah didn't protect it, but Allah charged human beings with the responsibility. And now the case was made against them. You were given the precious word of Allah. If there's one thing you should preserve, wallahi, people preserve ancient ruins. People preserve the historical artifacts from their ancestors. There are temples that are thousands of years old. There are poems and parchments that are preserved. And yet, look at the work of Shaitan. He took the word of Allah and he convinced the people who believed in the word of Allah to be able to change that word, right? So that was a failure of those people. And so as a case against them, Allah Azza wa Jal finally sent the final revelation, the final installation of revelation, which is no longer subject to change. And Allah even said, go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try this time. Like last time he just left it as a responsibility. And the other reason Allah Azza wa Jal did not allow for change to come to the Quran, He allowed the people before to do what they did with His book. And by the way, even then, فِيهَا هُدًى وَنُورٌ. Even the Torah and the Injil, they have some guidance in there. There's some truth in there still. Allah let some of those things stay just so they can recognize the truth of the Quran. Just so they can do that,
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh.
It's just enough that they can, if they're true to the Bible, then they will just come to the Quran. If they're true to the Old Testament, they'll just come to the Quran. Wallahi, I have sat with rabbis about the Torah, and I say, explain your prayer to me, and tell me that we don't pray according to what was given to you. And they will, in private settings, they will tell you it's the same. In private settings, they will say this is revelation. I've had it personally, subhanAllah, these conversations.
Jazakallah khair.
Barakallahu fikum.